Hey guys, JB here, welcome back to the channel. I hope you're all having a great day. Now I haven't uploaded in a while because I had to spend some time with my girlfriend. My girl's 8 months pregnant and she kinda had some pain in her stomach, so I wanted to spend some time with her. So we bench watched Dragon Ball Super. Pretty cool anime, but let's get back to the update. The fire starters here. I was waiting to make this video for a long time, finally able to do it. It's a new kind of video. I usually just do gameplay with live commentary, but I wanted to try this because a lot of people do this and I think it's kind of cool. Now in this video I'm going to talk about the major changes that were brought into the game. I'm not going to cover all the updates and bug fixes. I'll leave a link in the description down below where you can read it all. Now let's get started. The Bat Cabin, the basic cabins for the Pyrolators. We all know about this one already. The Junk Bow, we all know this too. They did buff it a bit, but still on the fence about it. Really good extra parts. The shift wheel, they also buffed the shift wheel a bit, but not really a fan of using them anyways. Now let's go to the good stuff. We got the Bigfoot tire. These things look amazing, and I've already seen people running 8 of them. That's super fast. Now the description is kind of tricky. It says distance covered by this wheel is counted with a 50% bonus to weapons and modules that count it. Now what I think it means is that the weapons and modules that use like a distance to travel to give it a boost or a perk something, this will double the speed. That's what I'm getting from this text, so I'm not sure about that, guys. So if you guys know exactly what it means, leave it down in the comment section down below and I'll take a look at it. But this thing looks really badass. Now with the Tormentor, not really a big melee fan, but for all those melee players out there, this is a great addition. We have the Phoenix. Oh my god, this thing is gonna get nerfed so bad. This is such a great weapon. It fires pretty accurately and it just sticks on the target for I think it's 3 seconds and just explodes. Take that part off. It's like a cannon but with a delayed fuse. Now we have the Oppressor engine. Nothing special here, it's just like the other purple engines in my opinion. It just reloads some stuff faster. Now the Auger, we've all seen these in action. They're great if you can get on top of the vehicle, but they don't deal super much damage. Now the Werewolf, this is kind of interesting. I saw a screenshot of the Werewolf cabin and its stats where it had 13 energy, but looks like they decided to only give it 12 energy. The Incinerator, I haven't seen these a lot in battles yet, but I'm pretty sure they're good. They launch a bunch of gas canisters and they just light up a whole area. The Skinner, we all know the Skinner. It's really good for helping allies. I'm not sure about using it as an offensive weapon. Now let's go to the legendaries. We have the Draco, really good flamethrower. We're finally able to play with a flamethrower except the relic one because I've just given up on the relic. The Fortune, this is a surprisingly good weapon. It launches so many grenades or mines if you have 3 of them, and they have like little boosters on the side of them. This is a really good weapon if you want to defend a choke point on certain maps, and it also does a decent amount of damage, not crazy. Now let's talk about all those nerfs. They've changed the durability of certain parts. For example, the grills and stuff got reduced by 25%, the Lunatics reduced by 25%, Engineer increased by 14%, Nomads increased by 8%, Dawn's Children increased by 2%. Now I'm happy about the Scavengers and the Steppenwolves because the durability of the Scavengers got increased by 2% and their mass decreased by 25% because those parts were really heavy. And for the Steppenwolves, the durability increased by 20% and the mass reduced by 5%. Because it was crazy, an APC part has the same function as a light buggy part. They also did a lot of small changes. Now this feature is kind of cool, the auto assembly feature, because no matter how much I try, my build always looks the same. I want to keep my fuel and my explosive stuff down below because if I put it in the back, I can't drive away from people because I'll get one-shotted and you know, stuff like that. Plus you'll also see a lot of creative vehicles in the battlefield because people are just experimenting with some weird things. But I usually stick with what's effective and don't really care about looks. A good change they made, the task for the season where you need to use melee weapon, you can also use explosive weapons now, so that's good. They did some changes to the clan battles. Now we need a 6,000 power score vehicle to enter. They've added a new map to the Blickback Scorpion Brawl. They increased the minimum requirements for the get the wires machines to 4,000 power score. Now the raids, I'm happy about the raids. They changed the minimum power score for the raids because I was doing the hard season and you always find those 4,000, 5,000 low power score people there because you can't win certain raids with a bunch of low power score people. It's just not gonna work. The minimum power score for the medium difficulty raid is 4,000 and for the hard one it's 5, and for the invasion it's also 4,000 power score. Now another thing I'm happy about is they changed the cargo restarting time. Now you have 10 seconds more to get the first package because it was ridiculous. Sometimes you had to drive from all the way the left side of the map to the right side of the map in like I think it was 30 seconds. It was just ridiculous. And also for the one where you need to destroy the pump jacks. Now an interesting change was the Caucasus. They no longer fire automatically. Now you have to click and hold to lock onto a target. Now a lot of people hate this, and I was a fan of doing a defense raid and just sitting back, eating my sandwich, drinking a beer while my vehicle does all the work. But now you have to lock on to your targets. It has its pros and its cons. What I like now is you can focus specific targets. Now you can target whatever you like. Instead of a turret, you can target the player, and you can target multiple targets. But also you can take out the most dangerous players first. I do like the change because now you can kind of aim it and have more control over the weapon. Now for the junk bow shotguns, the optimal range was increased by 50%, the spread is reduced by 17%. Now the gun has most a horizontal spread. Now I've tested this and it does have a better range, so I'm happy about that. Still not my favorite weapon. They nerfed the best machine gun in game, the M26 Staggler. Damage reduced by 15% and the impulse reduced by 14%. I'm not sure what that means, but this thing is still a beast. It's still OP. It just strips everything. It just sits better in vehicles than the Spectre, you know? So it's still a good weapon. A lot of people sold their tacklers. I don't know why. A lot of people have the habit of selling their items when they get nerfed. You know, play with them a bit, see what happens, you know, don't go out and sell them right away just so we can have a better profit, you know. They nerfed the spike crossbow, the reload time increased by 25%, but this thing is just so overpowered, it doesn't even matter. I don't even notice the reload speed. It's so quick. The drone players with their drone boats. They're gonna hate this. They nerfed the Falcon, they nerfed the Anaconda, and they nerfed the Owl. The Falcon active drone time has been increased by 50%, but damage reduced by 30%. Plus the durability reduced by 50%, so bye bye Cobra turret. For the Anaconda, active time increased by 50%, rate of fire increased by 25%, damage reduced by 53%, and the durability reduced by 63%. But what's interesting now is now they don't fire rockets, they fire homing missiles. And for the Owl, active time increased by 20%, damage reduced by 25%, drone durability increased by 50%, and this also fires homing missiles at your ass. Oh man, and the one I'm most upset, actually I'm kind of happy, but at the same time, you know, I'm upset about it because I just got my Aegis Seal like a week ago, and now they nerfed the Barrier 9 and the Aegis. For the Barrier 9, the reload time is reduced by 60% and the shield durability is reduced by 60%. And you really notice it because it goes down so fast. It does reload a bit faster, so I'm not sure how it's gonna work with the Cheetah engine and the Bigfoot wheels. Now they didn't say anything about the Barrier 9 having a smaller force field. And for the Aegis Prime protective field, reload time reduced by 44%, active shield time is reduced by 60%, and the shield radius reduced by 38%. That's just horrible. 38%, what can you do with 38%? You can barely protect your cabin. That's the only thing you can protect. You can't protect your hovers anymore. Don't think you can protect your guns. This thing is so small, I don't know why they made it so small. And it goes down so quick. It's basically just to protect you from one incoming shell or volley of rockets or homing missile type of thing. That's it. Protecting you against machine gun fire is just not an option anymore. Now they did some changes for the weapons that produce fire type things. Now when you destroy Firebug, it doesn't explode like a generator and stuff. And also the Firebug, the Porcupine, and the Mandrake now have fire damage from these weapons and heat up the part and increases the damage dealt to them. Now the Auger, they fixed the kind of bug with the Auger. Now you can move forward and sideways at the same speed. Before it was like super slow when you tried to move left and right. Now it's balanced, so I'm happy about that. Now the Humpback cabin got a pretty cool change. They added a unique feature to the cabin. Receiving damage temporary increases the damage dealt. The maximum effect is 25% at 1000 points of damage. Now this is pretty good because the old unique feature was kinda lame. Like, who needed those? I think they need to rework the special features weapons have. They nerfed the heck out of the Cheetah engine. The unique feature has been changed. Now it doesn't have effect on your weapons anymore, just for modules, turrets, and drones. 4 hovers were taking advantage of this, hovering all over the map really quick, reloading their stealth, their Aegis, and their hurricane missiles. But now they kinda nerfed the hover hurricane cancer that everybody was complaining about. Oh yeah, and what I also liked that was pretty cool, they added new bots, or new designs, or new blueprints to the bots. They now have hovers and a triple 88 some kind of bot that just does wheelies whenever he fires. That's pretty cool. Alright guys, there you have it. That was my short little update video of update 0.9. something. This is the first time I've done this type of video, so let me know what you think of it, if it's good or bad, or what I need to improve on. I hope you guys enjoyed it. Leave a like and subscribe to my channel for more, and as always, I'll see you guys in the next one. Peace out.